Thank you for joining us. We're Jack and Mary, and we're full-time RVers traveling the country and exploring new places. I'm also an artist, and we're always looking to capture our adventures on canvas. So come along and let's go chasing some landscapes. So what's the deal with all the aliens in Roswell? Well, it all goes back to a guy named Mac, who in the summer of 1947, he discovered what looked like a crashed spaceship in his sheep pasture. After seeing photographs of the crash scene, the rest of the town was on board with that too. And it was at that moment that the alien story was born. Now, my mama taught me not to believe everything I hear, but some of those things, they gotta be true. Like this guy, who's totally legit in my book. And this guy's picking up a close second. So we just had to go and see for ourselves if this alien business was for real or not. Oh, and to have some fun too. So let's go. We stopped and asked these guys for directions, but they just kept waving their hands around and jumping all over the place. We couldn't make heads or tails of what they were trying to tell us. Plus, there was the fact that they were trying to get a jump from somebody's truck in broad daylight, which I thought was pretty gutsy. We had to get a move on, so it was time to go. Which was okay by me, because they were a little shady looking anyways. The next day, we made our way down into downtown Roswell. And boy, did we find some really crazy stuff. There were aliens everywhere you looked. And if you ask me, those little green men had taken over this sleepy little town. They were in the gas stations, on t-shirts, and these bank tellers look a little sketchy too. It was right then that we spotted these cute little footsteps that some little critter had left, and it led us right to our first destination, which was the Roswell UFO Spacewalk, where I suddenly felt the need to hold this little dude's hand. They give you these cool glow-in-the-dark bracelets when you get in there. Things started to get interesting when we stepped inside this spaceship beam. First of all, my spidey sense were tingling, and I couldn't shake the feeling that somehow we were being watched. There was a lot of spooky stuff in here, but it was too late to turn around now. Look, it's those footsteps again. Some little guy has been really busy running around here with green paint on his feet. It was all curiosity driving us at this point, but we had to move on. I'm still a little wary about where those footsteps are going to lead me. It was probably nowhere good, but the effects were out of this world. And don't even get me started on what's happening here. Turning around and seeing this guy behind you is just not cool. And it looked like Jack had his own problems to work out. Here's some more of the ghoulish stuff that we saw inside of there. It was all set up pretty cool. We had a great time visiting this place, but after we left, inexplicable things started happening. We had worked up quite a thirst at that spacewalk, so we went to look for something to drink. We came across this guy selling a green drink from out of this barrel, which was a hard no from me. But Jack said he would give it a try, and he thought it was some pretty tasty stuff. Next up, we made our way over to the International UFO Museum. They had a lot of cool displays here, and a lot of information about the alleged spaceship crash. Some of them were so realistic looking, I thought this guy was going to get up off the table any second. They even had this cool gift shop at the end, where you could go and stock up on all your alien paraphernalia. We were back out and walking around the town, and it was really fun to see all of the alien-related decorations people had on their windows and such. Here's a cute little diagram of a crash site that somebody had in their front window. And on the other side, they had this cute little alien trailer scene that was pretty creative to me. We discovered this little park in the city, and it was really pretty. They had a nice pond and waterfall. It was kind of sunken down in the middle of the park. And so we were just sitting down nearby, listening to the birds and the waterfall and just checking out the pond, when I started to get that feeling I was being watched again, when I caught something out of the corner of my eye. But when I looked back again, it was gone. Hopefully it wasn't something following us. We had spent the week alone out in the middle of the desert, and had started to see strange lights, and were hearing an odd, melancholy voice off in the distance. The strange lights and sounds were starting to haunt our dreams, and no matter what we did, we couldn't get past that haunting refrain. We were beginning to lose our minds. We finally couldn't take it anymore, and we just had to look outside and see for ourselves what was happening out there. And this is the horrific sight we saw.
Are you there? Where is there? In the blue, the gray. Are you there? Tell me where. In the room overlooking the bay. Does it matter where am I? In the sun, in your mind. 'Cause here you are in my heart. How you shine, how you shine. Are you there? Here somewhere. On the bench next to me. Are you there? Are we a pair in your heart? Are you mine? Blue, gray. Does it matter where am I? In the sun, in your mind. 'Cause here you are in my heart. I am thine, I am thine.
They'll never follow us now.
Check and make sure they're not outside. I'm not so sure about that. Check again.
Are you there?
Did you hear that? It's over there.
I think I might have to be on this side.
Here somewhere.
Thought you said they wouldn't follow us.
They shouldn't. Not with these. Thanks for coming. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a short video, I know, but it was a lot of fun for us. So I hope it was the same for you. And we'll see you next time. I want to give a special thanks to our friend Gunnar, who wrote the music and lyrics to Are You There? And he was the voice of the alien. Thanks again, buddy.
Hey, thanks for joining us. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. And please share with your friends. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please let us know.